Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Monday and we're looking at day trading futures. Obviously, my name is Martin and we'll be looking at crude oil and natural gas to start with and end the day with as well, because that is only what we're trading here in day trading futures. Now, the exciting news today perhaps is the rollover of natural gas tonight. So all eyes on natural gas, see if there will be any volatile moves. Nothing has happened too significant yet, but let's go to the chart and see what is going on with those two futures. Right, so looking at very quick, I'll just do like that. I cannot, that's the best I can do. Let me just open up the chart as the comment. Right here, guys, we're looking at a crude oil on the left and natural gas on the right at the moment. So let me just go to crude oil 4 charts, then we'll see what is going on the daily, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and also on the minute chart, has been very important reference points for everyone looking to day trade perhaps. Now, if you're looking at crude oil to start with, we'll see we have a nice and very bullish candle today, which is a good sign potentially for the day. As you can see, that how we have literally just testing at the moment the moving average as it stands. On the 5 minutes, we're just bouncing off the moving average, and so on the 1 minute as well, we just broke above it. I did have a long position right here, but I was stopped as we broke below the moving average. So I'm currently not in a long position anymore, but I'll be looking to see and assess the chart further down the line. Although we currently making some gains above the $81 per barrel as being another significant reference point. I'm out of the trade, and if the edge didn't work, honestly, I'm not too fussed about it, and I'm not gonna go and chase the market trying to open up another position, because 9 out of 10, if that is a consolidation area, I'll be losing on each trade I'm taking. So let's see how the day will unfold with crude oil, if there is gonna be any opportunity for long or short position. But like I said, I opened 2 positions so far with crude oil. One of them was the long position right here. I got stopped as we broke below the moving average, and happy days that I got stopped, because I don't know if the market continue selling off or we're gonna reverse perhaps. So I took a little loss, 60 quid or so, nothing significant. And also I was short right here around 11 o'clock. I've entered short, just half of my initial position. That was like 300 barrels or something like that. Just so I can get in the flow of the market. Again, we made some gains. Then we had a very, very bullish candle breaking the $81 resistance, and then pushing forward from there. So funny that, because after that we in fact broke below the $81 per barrel as being, again, I'm saying, a good and important significant reference point. We broke below it. We couldn't make too much of a huge sell-off, but I think the market is very bullish today. Looking at the chart, obviously all indicators says it's up, and on the day it's 0.62% up on the day crude oil. So that's where that stands at the moment. We'll see what the future has got for it. Obviously I don't have a magic wand to tell you what will happen and what not. We're currently approaching that resistance point here made earlier. Let's see if we'll continue making a lower high lows, and then move on from there, potentially breaking that resistance around $81.1 per barrel. Now the picture in natural gas is a little bit different. We're kind of circulating around the moving average at the moment. So I'm just considering entering a short position right now. Okay, so we're too close on the 5 minutes to the moving average, although who knows what will happen. No one does. Time it's 12:45, maybe in for reversal at 1 o'clock or continue sell off. Let's see what will happen. Let's see, a little bit of consolidation area around the 2.7 for contract. So let's see how's that going to unfold. Now, looking at natural gas quite quick as well, we'll be noticing that the daily chart as falling onto the moving average and kind of just keeping that support at the moment at around 2.7 for contract. So potentially I'm more in for a long position rather than short position on natural gas at the moment, but that may as well change further down the line. Let me say that. That may as well change further down the line. It depends on market fundamentals. Now, if we are to look onto the 1 hour time frame, you'll notice that we have approached the moving average on the hourly time frame. Now, again, a good reference point. Are we going to be breaking that resistance or continue selling off as we do at the moment? Oh, that is a nice candle. New point to 6. Okay, that is good. So yeah, we may have just bounced off that moving average on the hourly time frame, but let's see if that's going to be the case or not. Days still nice and young. It's 12:46 here in the UK. So let's see what will happen. We're currently testing the 5-minute moving average. That was one of the reasons I didn't want to enter into a trade, just because of the 5-minute moving average. As the whole setup, it doesn't really give me that intuition to get in. My perception is telling me to wait, so that's what I'm going to do rather than just rushing into a trade. Sometimes that's how it works. Sometimes you just see the chart bosh you in a trade, and by the time you know it, you're already a couple of £100 up, and that's what you want to keep it. You want to keep it more intuition than anything else. But let's just see how it's going to unfold for today. Right. For those who knows already, I'm trading on a trading 212 as being a better platform for myself. That's what I found to be, and also they're using trading views for their chartings. So happy days from that perspective. Got much more futures on a trading view compared to the normal plus 500, which I believe nowadays is very outdated. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you share the same opinion as me, but I think that is definitely very outdated platform nowadays. So yeah, very glad I switched over to trading 212. I've got bid ask right on the chart, and I also have quick buy and sell options, and also much more better charting compared to plus 500. So for those of you who are still using plus 500, I highly recommend switching over to trading 212. You'll find to have better and better charting. Right, moving back to the charts themselves. Let's see what is going on. Let's get into the flow. At the moment, natural gas is testing that support of 2.7 for contract. Like I told you earlier, that is a good reference point, as we've been circling around that point a whole day long. Now, couple of points that can potentially influence natural gas prices today, and that is the rollover tonight. Well, the rollover, for those who don't know, it's obviously the future. It's closing, this particular natural gas future, it's closing on 24th of June. As soon as the trading day is over, then you will find that everything is moving into a July future. And the price of that future is determined for month June, if that makes sense. I hope it does. And I believe it does, to be fair with you. So that can potentially be a catalyst for any huge swings today, such as huge volatile moves that could occur throughout the day. Most likely it could be an end of the day. Some institutions will like to liquidate their positions on whatnot, but again, let's see how natural gas will unfold today. It's a ticker to pay attention to, but also I'm a crude oil trader as well, so I'll be monitoring the two at the same time. I mean, same thing I do every day, if you ask me. Now, share your trading experience. I can see more and more people start watching those videos, which I'm glad for, because it is a little bit hot in this room, I'm not gonna lie to you. And it takes some effort to actually make this video. So thumbs up for myself, and let's see where we can take that channel further down the line. And that brings me to a point as well. I just made a fantastic video I've just recorded it. I haven't made it yet. I need to edit it and just make it more pleasant for the eye, but that is my last year's experience, and that is how I lost a whopping £75,000 in just one day. trading crude oil. So make sure you follow up on that video. It's an amazing video. I'm just gonna sort it out before I then make it available for you to watch, but that's gonna be in the next couple of days or so, as my plan says here. Now back on a crude oil and natural gas. As you can see at the moment, we kind of continue that a downward spiral with a natural gas. By the looks of things, is the support of 2.7 going to be enough to hold the things? Or is it not? Is a big question. When I'm trading, I like to zoom in to be in the now moment, because otherwise, to be fair with you, I kind of get delusional of what has happened and what could potentially happen, and then bosh, you're out of the moment, losing on that opportunity. So it's good to zoom in, just focusing on the now moment, that particular pattern, because for any pattern right here to repeat, we need to have the same traders acting on the same beliefs, on the same perception, what not. You know, it's impossible. It's out of the question. Obviously, those traders that have been here are probably not in the market at the moment, right? So we have different people acting on their beliefs, and buyers and sellers are only the two forces that can act on price movement. But most people always forget that there is a third potential force, and that is traders waiting on the sidelines to enter the market. So let me put that in more perspective. There is a third potential force acting in the market, and that is traders waiting on the sidelines to enter the market. We, of course, don't know if they're waiting to enter long or short. So obviously, just trading in the now moment, it will be good, because then you're not going to be subjective to what has happened compared to what is happening in the now moment, right? Every now moment is unique, right? That is very basic of day trading, right? There is no the same moment in the market. And as I say that, I can actually see that natural gas, it's keep on selling off. Fantastic news for those traders who actually are short selling at the moment natural gas. Unfortunately, like I've just said, I acted on a wrong belief here, and that was it. All $2.7 per contract will potentially hold natural gas. So because I looked on the longer time frames, I've seen that support here, and then I start acting on that support. Something again wrong, because I could have just said, oh, you know what, that is my edge, we just broke below the moving average, consolidated right here, bosh, in a trade, right? And now we're in a winning trade, but it didn't happen. That is because I clouded my judgment looking at different time frames. Sometimes, I mean, like I said, if the support has held before, maybe holding, but maybe not. In this case, we literally broke through the 5-minute time frame, and happy days on the short sellers of natural gas at the moment. Keep on selling off as well. That's good news, because we have market movements, right? That is good. Obviously, if we sell off, nothing stays the same. Obviously, we may have a bounce off. We may have a whole entire reversal today. So we'll see. I mean, I've just missed on an edge, but again, I'm not too fussed about that, because I'm just focusing on the next edge and so forth. And that's the attitude I want to keep. I don't want to be internally fighting myself. Oh, I didn't get that edge. Turn into a loser or turning into a winner. I don't know which edge is going to work or which is not going to work. So I'm keeping it neutral, right? That is the key. Keeping it neutral all the time. So let's keep on eye on crude oil and natural gas, although we're not in a position, so not much to say about that. But natural gas has a potential, right? Because what I didn't say is the reversal of the hourly time frame. But when you look at so many time frames, sometimes it's confusing, to be fair with you. So all in all, good. That was a good move as well. And sometimes if I miss an edge or a move of the market, then I have to wait for the next one. And sometimes it's just a waiting game, right? I've seen a nice picture on a Instagram that says that 90% 90% of day trading, it's waiting, and it's 10% execution. And that's what it is, right? It's not a rocket science. Just wait for your edge, execute your edge, and wait for the profit call or a stop loss, right? But then when you enter into a winning position, how do you take profits and when is the big question, right? Because let's assume that I'm currently in a winning trade, okay? So let's assume that we sold it around here on the consolidation, and then waited to sell off to where it is at the moment, right? Now, I've learned something very valuable, and that is when you're in a winning trade, try to divide your position into thirds, okay? So let's say I'm on natural gas with 7,000 contracts. That's divided by 3 would be about what, 2.3, something like that, 2.33. Okay, so 2.3. Let's keep it nice and round as well. So I'll be then selling. I mean, I'll be buying back around, probably around here. As soon as I have a good gain on my position, I'll then look to get my first third of my position. Now, there is a psychological reason behind it, okay? Let me just do that. There is a psychological reason behind it, and that is, first of all, if the market then reverses and gets you out of the trade, you have, in fact, made some profit, right? I mean, minus your loss, you're still losing less. Now, the second psychological reason behind it, it's very important, and that is not closing the whole trade in the first opportunity, but taking a little bit, then you have taken profit, so you're more calm to let the market continually run. Now, the second third of my position, I then potentially look to buy back around here, let's say 2.655. As 2.65, it's a big reference point on natural gas, same as 2.7 for contract, same as 2.75 and so forth, right? Now, that's where I'm going to take on my next profit, right? And that is the second third I'm going to take. And I'm going to leave 1/3 of my position running, because if this is in fact a significant reversal as it's happening at the moment, then I want to be in a trade. I then can leverage, I can add to my position. Whenever the market comes back to the moving average, I can then add to my position. Then the market could bounce off and then move and then continue selling off. So that also is an option, but dividing my position into thirds has helped me significantly improve my consistency, and also to be able, more often than not, to let my winners run and cut short my losses. Now, when it comes down to the last third of the position, when, let's say, I already closed my second third here, now I'll be moving my profit to about 2.6, something impossible kind of thing, right? Another big reference point on the chart, 2.605, because we are close to 2.6, round number. And as we know, market tend to always reverse bounce or just consolidate around those round numbers, right? It's easy as that. Now, when I then move my profit call to that price I have determined as almost impossible, sometimes possible on the large price movements, I then will move my stop loss to 0, right? So regardless of what happens with my last third regardless of what happens to my last third of the position, I'm still in profit from that particular trade. That will allow you in turn to let your winners run, leverage your positions, and make even bigger wins, right? And when we talk about stop loss, obviously stop loss is the stop loss, right? Bosh, hit and that's it. Hit and run, right? That's what it is. Hit and run. Hit and move on to the next one. Okay, crude oil, it's continue pushing up, to be fair. I'm not surprised. Looking at what has happened in the morning from 8 o'clock. I was swimming at that time, so I do like to trade from 10 o'clock onwards because of the good demand and supply, and the volume is good as well. But hey ho, it's only Monday, so what does it matter if we have missed on a couple of edges, right? Because edges are all the time, right? I mean, it depends on the strategy, it depends on the time frames you're looking at, but my edges are in a minute time frame, so they are consistent and constant. So if I don't lose focus, I can then make more money from my next edge. Just looking at natural gas has given a lot back. And look at those candles. That's minus 22, minus 11. It's a good percent in a little bit. Not gonna lie. But are we settling at some support with natural gas? Let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see what is going on. What is going on here? Well, just okay. The 4 hours is actually below the moving average. Let me just go out. That will make more sense for everyone. Yeah, interesting. Interesting to monitor natural gas today. It will be a fun day at the park, I suppose. Kind of finding some support. Where is that support from? I don't want to know, to be fair with you. I just want to focus in the now moment, right? Let's see what will happen. And then I can just wrap up after that. Bosh. I'm going to get a coffee. Lovely sunny day today in the UK. Finally, we got some summer, which is good. And then, yeah, meeting the wife to go and grab a coffee in a minute. I'm just debating, by the way, should I get a tablet to be more efficiently day trading whilst I'm out and about? That's what it's been puzzling my mind for the last few days, because using the phone, it's sufficient enough. I'm not gonna lie. Probably that's the reason I have not went and bought one tablet yet, but I've really considered that option. I think it's going to be better to have a larger scale charting outside whilst you're about shopping or having a coffee or whatnot, to be fair with you. But yeah, still debating on that option. It could as well be a good investment in terms of getting a good gadget and a bit of a kit for trading out. I don't know, maybe another thing just to carry about for nothing, I suppose. Yeah, natural gas, it's keep on selling off, guys. It's keep on selling off, which is good. I'm not gonna lie, it's good. I just missed on an edge because I thought something else will happen, and that's the important point, right? It's not what you think it will happen. All right, it's actually what is happening. The market is dictating what is happening, because if you get caught in should have, would have, could have, or that could have happened, or that will happen in the market, is the most how to put it into thinking of what will happen next in the market. It's the one mistake that will keep you from successful day trading. That's good. Right. Yeah, as we speak, natural gas, it's keep on selling off, and I'm so hot in here, so I have to wrap it up for today. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, day trading crude oil, natural gas. Like I said earlier, just watch out for that video of how I lost £75,000 last year and what I've learned from that experience as well. That's going to be forthcoming in the next few days. I just need to edit it. I, in fact, recorded it today. I've been sweating in this studio for a while now. And yeah, have a fantastic day trading day. God bless you, and go get some good winning trades. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.